YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and check out what could potentially be one of the most insane value center mids in FC25. It's none other than Paredes. Paredes is an 87 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footed with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, we do see a bit of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play the center mid, center defensive mid, and left wing positions. And for you guys that don't know, in order to obtain the card, you get him through the season reward. Man, I'm pretty sure that he is level 10. Now, by the time you guys are watching this video, a lot of people have probably already passed level 10, but if you haven't and you do still have the Acrobatic Star Evolution, he is a very good option. If we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card is extremely well-rounded. He is hooligan with the lowest stat being 82 for his shooting, and if you do want to go ahead and incorporate him as that box-to-box midfielder, the defensive cover is going to be really important, but we also need him to be very good going forward. Now, he does have 85 pace overall with 85 acceleration and 85 sprint speed, pretty solid for a midfielder, but I would still recommend a chem style to make him even more quick. If you do want him to be a little bit better going forward, the Hunter chem style would be a really solid option for the card, but if you do want a little bit more defensive cover, the Anchor is a really good option, the Shadow another really good option as well. Now, he does have 82 shooting overall, which isn't too bad. He does have some pretty decent attacking positioning. The finishing is a little bit lower, but he does have a whopping 99 shot power and 91 long shots, so his long shots are going to be a huge part to his game. And I feel like the only real letdown for the card in terms of scoring is the fact that he doesn't have any scoring playstyles. The power shot playstyle would have been such a good addition for him. Now, with the way that the card is set up, we also need the chance creation to be top tier, and as you guys know, he does have the incisive pass playstyle plus, a very underrated playstyle plus this year in FC25, so his 90 passing is probably going to be the standout stat for the card. Now, the 86 dribbling is a pretty interesting stat for the card because overall he does have some really nice dribbling stats, but the agility and reactions are a little bit lower. With Paredes, he is 5'11", he doesn't have the biggest of builds in game, so I do expect him to still be pretty smooth on the ball, especially with the rest of his dribbling stats being really solid. And then last but not least, boys, the 84 defending and 88 physical, two really important stats for the card, especially if you do run him as a box-to-box midfielder. For the most part, he does have some pretty decent passing stats, 84 interceptions, 83 defensive awareness, and 89 stand tackle. Whether you give him the Anchor or the Shadow chem style, man, defensively he should be rock solid, especially with the Anticipate playstyle. Now, in terms of playstyles, he does have 7 different playstyles, the Incisive Pass playstyle plus, which is honestly so good this year, and then he does also have the Tiki Taka, Anticipate, Slide Tackle, Rapid, Trivela, and Acrobatic. So as you guys can see, man, his playstyles are evenly spread out, which is really nice to see. A little bit of everything, which is really important for a midfielder. And when it comes to player roles, there is a bit of variety with the way that you can incorporate him in game. Now, he does have a player role plus plus as that deep line playmaker, and then alongside that, boys, he does also have 3 player role pluses as a deep line playmaker if you do want to run him as a center defensive mid, and then also as a holding midfielder, and then also as an inside forward. Now, a lot of people aren't going to run him at the left wing position, but again, it's still really nice to see a lot of variety going forward, especially when it comes to building different teams. If you guys do enjoy these FC25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Division Rivals to test out the new Paredes card. We're going to be playing him at the center mid position as that deep line playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Paredes Evolution card, and I must say I'm actually really excited to test him out for completely free, man. With the upgrades, he does seem to be a very good option for the evolution. Now, first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now, he doesn't have the greatest of agility and reactions. He does have a bit of a smaller build in game, and if we go ahead and do a little bit of left stick dribbling, I mean, he does keep it very close, does also have the 4-star skill moves, which is going to be really important. But yeah, man, the plan is to go ahead and use him as that deep line playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation. We need him to be very good going forward while still providing that defensive cover. Paredes, I'm just going to maybe try to apply a little bit of pressure right here. Does have the Anticipate playstyle, so winning the ball high up the pitch is going to be really effective. Now, straight from kickoff, I do want to go ahead and maybe test out his long range passing a little bit more. We're going to go for that cross diagonal. And I kid you not, boys, he might honestly be one of the best passers in FC25. So easy to break that defensive line. And it's a lovely goal as well. We'll definitely take that. But there's a little bit of recovery speed right there. Again, man, has been pretty consistent with the Shadow chem style in the tackle. R3 touch into a power shot. Does have 99 shot power, but no scoring playstyles. It was an okay attempt. I'm telling you, man, the only thing that the card is missing is maybe the power shot playstyle or the finesse shot, just to add a little bit more going forward. Little step over right there. Take it into space. This little midfield three of Dybala, Paredes, and then also Guti has been working really well. Hernandez, first time over the top through ball. That's really solid attacking positioning. And a lovely finish to the near post, man. As you guys know, doesn't have the greatest finishing stats. But so far, the attacking positioning and finishing has actually been quite consistent. Now, we do have time for one more attack. We did signal Dybala to make that run. So we're just going to use the incisive pass playstyle plus a lovely pass into Hernandez. Dybala to the near post. It's liquid football, man. His passing so far, the standout stat. The king, nice. Paredes, a little bit of space right here. I'm going to go ahead and use the incisive pass playstyle plus again. It's a great ball, man. And I love the fact that he does have the 4-star weak foot as well. Now, we do have a corner in the 52nd minute. And as you guys know, he does have some really good long shots with the Trivela playstyle. So I might try to go ball roll Trivela edge of the box. Maybe test that out a little bit. Fake shot, Paredes with the Trivela. It is a little bit wide, man. So far, his long shots have been okay. Paredes, just a little bit of tracking back right here. And again, man, breaking up to play the Shadow Chem style, working really well with the card so far. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far, so good. As that deep-lying playmaker in the 4-3-3 formation, he's been incredible so far. A very balanced midfielder, man. Going forward hasn't been too bad while still providing that defensive cover. But yeah, man, let's see if we can get off to a good start in game number 2. Very early on, I'm going to try to get Paredes a little bit further forward. That over-the-top through ball has been nice, man. I'm going to go for a power shot as well. It's a decent attempt, man. My aim should have been a little bit better. Now, we did signal Hernandez to make that run, so I'm just going to go for a swerve pass. Again, his passing being very accurate. Paredes, a little bit tiki-taka football. Still with it. Paredes all the way. He's not really stepping with any of his center backs. I just try to barge my way through. And again, the physical side to his game, very good, man. We win back possession and play a lovely pass into Rashford. Now, this guy hasn't really been tracking the run. So again, we're going to go for that cross diagonal. A little bit more power behind it. A great ball into Robertson. If you are struggling to break down your opponent, man, that's a great thing to go ahead and incorporate. Paredes, maybe just like a 1-2 to open up a little bit of space. Hernandez, first time over the top through ball. It's so difficult to pick up those runs from the center mid position. We're going to go for a regular shot as well as some much better finish, man. That's exactly what we needed. And again, man, despite him not having the craziest of attacking positioning and finishing in a more advanced position, he can most definitely score a couple goals. Now, because he does have the rapid play style, man, the LB pace boost hasn't been too bad. Look at the acceleration right there. I tried to just keep running with Paredes, but Rashford picked it up. That's a little bit unlucky. I could have gone first time over the top through ball, man, but I don't want it to be too repetitive. Di Lorenzo, a little bit of space down this right-hand side. We do have Paredes in support. I'm going to go baby ball roll Trivela. It's a decent attempt. It is a little bit wide though, but that one was much better compared to some of the other attempts. Now, we do have a free kick in the 51st minute. He does have 99 power and 85 free kick accuracy. So he could be a little bit of a dead ball specialist. Now, I'm not the greatest at free kicks, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try. Paredes, man, off of the crossbar, man. A very good attempt right there. Bala again, Paredes. I'm just going to go for that little body feint into space. A little bit of left stick dribbling still with it. Up against Calafiori, Paredes, that little touch. I did a little bit too much right there. That's my bad. We do have Hernandez. We'll go for Hernandez, man. Use the incisive pass play style plus and another clean finish. I don't know about you guys, man, but I feel like it's safe to say that he's most definitely a complete midfielder. A little bit of everything, chance creation, defensive cover, the goal scoring ability pretty decent as well. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Acrobatic Star Paredes Evolution Card in a few games of Division Rivals. And I will say a fantastic midfielder in-game. If we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give the card the Shadow Chem style. And I feel like the Shadow Chem style works really well. If you do want to go ahead and incorporate him as that deep-lying playmaker or more like a box-to-box midfielder, I feel like the extra defending does go a long way. Now, with the Shadow Chem style, he does have 93 pace overall with the rapid playstyle, and I will say a very quick midfielder in game. And with the upgrade, not only is he very quick with the ball at his feet, but the recovery speed was very effective as well. I feel like he can get back into position very quickly. Now, the 82 shooting was a really interesting stat for the card. If you do use him as a box-to-box midfielder, despite him not having the craziest of attacking positioning and finishing, I feel like in those more advanced positions, he can still most definitely bag you a couple goals, especially with his 99 shot power. And keep in mind, boys, if you do want to go ahead and use him in a more advanced position, the Hunter Chem style would be another really good option for him. Now, for me personally, the 90 passing, obviously the standout stat for the card, and the chance creation that you get with the incisive pass playstyle plus is just so OP this year. With his 93 short pass, 92 long pass, and 91 curve, and him also having the 4-star weak foot, man, from an attacking perspective, I feel like he can most definitely be a playmaker as well. Pairing that with his 86 dribbling was a huge positive as well. Although he wasn't the smoothest of players on the ball, I think that he could still most definitely get the job done. And alongside providing all of that in the attack, boys, you do still get the defensive cover with his 84 defending and 88 physical. Like I said, I feel like he's a complete midfielder in game. With the Shadow Chem style, he does have 92 interceptions, 87 defensive awareness, and a whopping 97 stand tackle with the anticipate playstyle. So not only was he very good at breaking up the play and advancing the ball forward, but he was also very consistent in the tackle, which is really important for a deep line playmaker. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card an 8.9 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him as that center mid in the 4-3-3 formation. Evolution. Now, as you guys know, in order to obtain the card, he is level 10 in the season rewards, so he is completely free even with the evolution. And with the upgrades and him also being from the Serie A, man, a very well-rounded midfielder, if you are in need of a cheap beast, I think that he's a really good option. Now, a very popular midfielder currently from the Serie A that a lot of people are using in their starting 11 is the Road to the Knockout Thuram card. And if I had to compare the two, I think that from a physical point of view, Thuram is a more OP type of midfielder, but from an attacking perspective, I would lean more towards Paredes. If you can get both of them in your team, I think that that's probably your best option, especially with how many really good Serie A players we currently have in FC25. And yeah, man, out of all the players that you can go ahead and use in the evolution, I think that it's safe to say that Paredes is easily a top 3 option. For completely free, you're getting yourself a very well-rounded midfielder. The defensive cover that you get with the card with the Shadow Chem style is very effective, especially with the Anticipate playstyle. And then going forward with the Incisive Pass playstyle, plus in him also having some pretty decent shooting, he can most definitely contribute in the attack as well. If you are in need of a cheap beast, then you can get him on full chemistry and you do still have the evolution available. I think with the upgrades, he makes an incredible midfielder in FC25 and I would definitely recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.